danger zone. Welcome in, everybody. It's the Craft Beer Republic, the best podcast ever. I am Greg. I am hanging out with the most truthful person today, the Flexerciser himself, which does sound like a wrestling finishing move. Flex.
Yeah, what's up? This is probably like the name I've ever had that like makes the most sense. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that boring? That it actually works?
It's beautiful. No.
Maybe. But you know what? I feel like the Flexerciser would be like a good wrestling move, like kind of like the torture rack. You know, you get him up on your shoulders and give him the Flexerciser.
Yeah, and you just like tie him up like a pretzel or something like that.
Yeah,
I like it.
straight
I like
from
it.
Fireman's Carry into like some sort of pretzel-y situation.
Yeah. I think it sounds
I like
so
the pretzel
bad
part.
that Vince McMahon might actually like it.
He's
I
gonna
kind of
puke.
Yeah, I'm
Picture
gonna have to
some
give him
sort
a
of
call.
piece of equipment
Yeah.
that like Suzanne Summers is like,
Oh, yeah.
late night TV kind of advertising the
Infomercial for the
Flexerciser,
Flexerciser.
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
On
God dang
QVC,
Yeah, who needs a thigh master when you have the Flexerciser?
right?
I'll be
speed
your
of-
thigh master.
Oh, buddy. Well, speaking of tying people up in pretzels, the Salty Sailor herself, Hasta La Vista 2021, the queen of all Pretzelville, Erica.
He's out 2021. It's only getting better this year, right, guys?
Fingers fucking
Am I
crossed.
right? Am I
have not-
right?
I
Come
have not
on.
read those terms and conditions yet. I'd like to before I accept.
Yeah,
But,
and if I
one can
see
only
one
hope.
more 2022 meme,
Oh
I'm gonna knock myself
no,
unconscious.
we're not.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Yeah.
I love all the memes like 2022 is going to be my year. It's like you said that about 2021 and here we are. So,
Right.
Dude, that's what
Right.
people have been saying the last 15 years.
yeah, it's going to be my year. It's like, all right, well, you're still working at Walmart. Sorry, that was mean to all the Walmart employees
You gotta
out
make
there.
it your year, you know? It can't
Right.
just be your year. Like, you think you're just gonna win the lottery or like
They gotta grab it by
a
the balls.
supermodel is gonna, just be like, hey,
Yeah.
I don't want to be with you.
Right. You got to give 2022 the Flexerciser and
Yeah,
really
let's-
make it.
Right.
Let's give
yours.
a little effort in 2022. How about that, guys?
Yeah, get it up
Right.
on the shoulders and wrap it up into a pretzel.
Yeah,
It's
massage
2022,
that muscle.
people.
Right. And
Oh,
pretzel it up.
Brother. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. It's the first episode of the
And
aforementioned
on that note-
2022. Yeah, we are putting it all into a Flexerciser. We have so much to get to. We accidentally have the same breweries amongst the three of us. Well, only half on purpose. We're going to do some Ludicrous Libation Law, some booze news. Someone's getting their cherry popped tonight.
Woo,
Find
woo.
out about that shortly.
Yes, I'm
Happy New Year.
super intrigued on this one.
Yeah, sitting down won't be the same again. So let's kick things off with a little bit of hydration. Flex, what beer are you loving?
So today I am doing the Drekker Brewing Company's Brains, the double
Brother.
fruit smoothie sour series. And this variant happens to be the pineapple, guava, and dragonfruit. Additions to this. I love their cans on these. Pineapple, more pineapple, guava, more guava, dragonfruit, more dragonfruit, and then sea salt, lactose, and vanilla beans.
And more sea salt, lactose, and vanilla beans.
No, but yeah, I mean this series is outstanding for anybody who's been lucky enough to have it, and they've been distroing out a lot more of it as of this past month and a half or so. So hopefully more people have gotten to try it. But this one here, it's probably got three of my favorite fruits that I enjoy in sours, and dragon fruit is usually one of those low-key, like, do you really taste it? Do you not really taste it? Because most people really haven't had dragon fruit or even like a ripe dragon fruit for that matter. But this beer, like, super huge guava presence on the nose, and then when you dive in with the old tongue jobber, super guava and dragon fruit forward on the start, and then on the finish it's like very ripe, juicy pineapple smoothie sour. Man, it tastes just like a smoothie. It's freaking delicious.
I had my first dragon fruit, like actual fruit, about a month ago. I never had it before. It's very light in flavor, so like to pick it out in a beer, that takes some skills.
Did you have the red one?
I don't know. It was already peeled, so it was white and had like little seeds.
There's red dragon fruit and then there's yellow dragon fruit, and the yellow dragon fruit tend to be more on like the sweeter side, and they tend to have like more flavor than the red color skinned dragon fruit.
Interesting. I if I had to guess, I think it was red, but I don't know.
Judging by your taste test on it, I would say it was probably the red colored.
Yeah, it was fine. There's not a whole lot to report back, but was
similar texture, like a strawberry with like the seeds and
a lot of little seeds in there. But flavor was light and kind of. It's a weird. Now that I know what it tastes like, it's a weird descriptor for a beer.
No, for sure, for sure. But I mean, this beer is fucking delicious. There's no doubt about it. They rock.
Yeah, Drekker's always killing it. Fantastic. Well, we're gonna move on to a similar theme here in a few, but first, I went axe throwing, and I think Erica recently did this too.
Isn't it the best?
Like yesterday.
Yeah, I saw your gram the other day that you and actually I went axe throwing and growing with a few friends, and the place by me, like their whole thing is like, we have craft beer, and they do. They had some really good local beers on tap, so we, nothing says smart like sharp objects and beer,
right?
And so we had a few good beers, did some axe throwing, and I'm happy to report that I was not the worst one there. It was
outstanding,
fucking awesome. Yeah,
outstanding.
Though the best one there was like the smallest guy of the group, very small, very thin, very petite. But he had this weird, we kept saying it looked like he was casting spells on people. Every time he'd throw, he had this little like very cute flick of the wrist. And every fucking time he just nailed 4, like 4 after 4 after 4 after 4.
Dang.
Every fucking throw. We're like, maybe I hit a couple bullseyes, but I also definitely hit a couple like the wrong board. So, it didn't quite even out so well. Where he just like 4 every fucking time. It was he won every game.
Is that like the green spells. Dots that they have at the top of the targets?
It's like a dartboard almost. They have little target, and so I think the one just outside the center was 4, and he just hit it every fucking time.
So
to the
annoying.
Point we all wanted to punch him in the face.
Right, you're just like, ease up, drink some more, do something.
Yes, please.
What a fun activity, though.
Yeah, it was fun.
We've gone axe throwing a few times, and it is a freaking blast.
We just went, and like first time ever, and like Sterling's good at everything. Like I'm not kidding.
He's
anything
super
he tries.
good looking
so
too. You know what I'm saying?
The man's
all the above. Yeah, McDreamy's got it down. So
yeah.
I'm like, okay, we're gonna be Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Like we're just like we're gonna kill this. And it was like Mr. Smith and Mrs. like Splinter Shatter, like shit flying everywhere. Like I started off strong, and then like the other gal was like, you need to drink, and then that does not improve performance in my opinion.
No.
Because
that's my problem with bowling. People always say drinking makes them bowl better. So I tried that once. It's not science.
It is not science at all. So yeah, I totally failed in the end, and I shattered wood constantly. It was ridiculous.
Ouch.
You know what the best part about going axe throwing is if you beat up the board so much, like you guys keep hitting like the same spot in the same spot, that they'll actually like call a timeout, come in and replace it with a brand new board right away. Yeah. I think that is like super rad. Like that's how you know you're just fucking killing it axe throwing.
We weren't quite bad enough for that.
Yeah, they were like, this would be wasted on her. 5 minutes later, we'd have to replace it again. Like, let's just watch her flounder like an idiot. So that was awesome.
When we went, like my buddy was like, hey, you want to do that? I was like, yeah, that sounds fun. I've been wanting to try it. This place opened over COVID, which ballsy, but been wanting to try it. And so he's like, yeah, this person and this person are also coming. And one of the people is just, he's the manliest of all men. He looks like, you know, Robin Hood Men in Tights, the movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like Robin Hood from that specific movie. Robin
Wait,
Hood
like Carrie
Locksley.
Elways?
Yes, he looks like Carrie, like a young Carrie Elways. He's ripped. The dude like does MMA and Krav Maga and like all the very like, I'm going to kick your ass sports. And I was like, oh my God, you fucking invited him? Like he's going to own us.
Yeah.
And he's probably already a world champion at it. And my buddy was like, don't worry. Like I asked him first if he had done it before I invited him. He's never done it. So he's coming in as cold as we are. Luckily I did beat him on like one of the games. I think we did 3 games. I beat him on one of them. I was like, oh my God, I beat him.
I beat Robin Hood. Oh my God. He steals from the rich and gives to the poor, and I beat him.
Yeah. Yeah, we had this dude that he was jacked with us, and he was so pissed because he was the worst. And, you know, he's buff and just like thinking he's going to nail it. And it was actually, the gal that came with us. It was like, I don't do good under pressure. And she's like, whack, center bullseye. I'm like, you bitch.
Yeah, it
Like,
really is. It really is technique when it comes to that.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not strength.
No, not at all. In fact, the person who showed us how to do it was this very small, very petite, like 5'1" girl. And she's like, all right, have you done this before? I was like, no. She's like, do you want me to show you how? I was like, yeah, please do. Please show me how. Like, I'm probably going to be horrible. And like, she rears back and just fucking tosses it. And she nails it. She's like, now you try. And I think I hit my toe at that point. And I was like, do you have any tips? And she's like, a little more wrist. I was like, okay. So, you know, like I did it again. I gave a little more wrist. I gave it too much wrist. She's like, all right. Kind of like in between, and so I want, you know, in third practice try, like, I did pretty good shot. She's like, do that every time, and she's like helping us for the first round and stuff. And I was like, you're very nice, and you're also you weigh like $110 soaking wet, and you make me look like a fool. So this is great.
So you know what it is when you throw the axe, it's like getting a feel for letting the head of the axe, you know, like do all the work.
Yeah,
you know, like let it take all the momentum and you know let that carry it through.
Yeah. But it was a lot of fun, and nothing says smart like throwing axes while drinking beer. So
yeah,
No,
the place we have here in Milwaukee, you can drink beer, throw axes, and then when you're done with that, they have like 3 or 4 Nintendo 64 systems around, and then you can go play Mario Kart.
nice.
I thought you were going to say something like drive for Uber or something. You know, it is Wisconsin, so I was waiting for the third one, and it did have driving,
even better than
digitally.
that.
Yeah,
Even better than that.
Hey, when you're done throwing axes, this guy has a DoorDash order you got to bring over.
It's a whole
We're timing you.
triathlon of yeah.
27 minutes or it's free. You know, it's funny you mentioned N64. Big Dick Nick, Coley's husband, found his old N64. We've been getting his garage TV hooked up. I found him these adapters to like
nice, dude.
Get direct TV out in the garage so we could get hammered and like use saws and watch football all at the same time.
Perfect.
And he also found his N64. So we've been playing a lot of Mario Kart. And I have a Super Nintendo that the wife and I will play Mario Kart on that all the time. Apparently I'm garbage at the N64 Mario Kart. Also, I'm hammered every time I'm at their house. So there's that. I'm doing a lot of drinking and driving as Toadstool. That's always my character.
I can't wait to hang out with you guys.
You gotta get out here, all of you guys. What's hey, batch 300
Firestone.
coming up.
64 beers. You guys, unreal.
Erica got tickets to the Firestone Invitational.
Heck yes, I did.
Whoa.
So do the wife and I. So does Big Dick Nick and Coley and a couple of the other losers over at the Booze League also have tickets. It's gonna be quite the event.
Nuts.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts, and I'm sure I'm still not gonna be able to get fucking Wiley to pay up on his bet.
Well, no, that's never going to happen.
No,
I think we know that it's never going to happen.
No, it really will never happen.
But
wish
it's
you
going
would
to be amazing.
at least like pay somebody to do it for him.
That would be pretty funny.
You know, like here's $20. Can you chug this Natty Light or something like that?
Right.
God dang it.
Or get like a proxy, find someone in Milwaukee that can get Milwaukee's worst. And like, here, I will Venmo you, you know, a solid $10 plus the cost of beer to chug this for me. That actually be pretty funny.
That would actually be hilarious.
Anyways, axe throwing. It's a good time when you're drinking.
2 thumbs up
It's
here. I
always
still got
a
him.
good time to be drinking. Yep. Yeah, exactly.
One and a
Got
half
my
thumbs up.
appendages. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's actually Mine's pretty fake.
Flex is doing dad tricks over there. Erica does it right. She drinks, throws sharp objects, but goes with a doctor that could reattach her thumb no matter what happens. So
It's perfect. It is.
That
He's
is
drinking
smart.
as well, so I
I
don't know if
didn't
like
even
the
think
stitches
about
might
that.
be crooked.
it's
Nah,
better than
he-
not having a thumb. I'll take those crooked
That's
stitches
true.
any day.
Yeah, and it would come to game time like that. He'd be totally like just straight face, like go
Right.
time, like let's reattach his thumb.
I need some
Yeah.
thread and needle, a cup of coffee, and a shot of bourbon.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I was gonna say, and another
throwing up.
beer.
At the sight of blood. I don't know what I was thinking marrying a surgeon, because like I was a kid in 4th grade that we go on a field trip to the hospital and they showed us frozen bags of blood, and I just started just harping right there. I ran to the bathroom and threw up like 5 times. And
Who goes to field trips to the hospital?
Thank you.
well, it's like the only building in Astoria. I mean, there's like a hospital.
Wouldn't you
Movie
guys
theater.
just put on like a Goonies play every year?
Right?
Like, that's what I would think. Like,
It's like a truffle shuffle marathon. Yeah. So I don't know, because blood, I would be throwing up. I just can't.
How are you with your own blood?
I would probably pass out.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
I don't know.
gosh.
Actually, I did when I gave birth. I think I threw up a bunch of times and almost passed out. I can handle poop. So, okay.
You're welcome, listeners.
yeah, just right out with it. Yeah.
Because we met like at a special ed camp. So it was like the deal. I'll handle this and he'll handle, like, we've got it figured out.
Yeah. You've got one bodily function. He's got another one. It's perfect. If that's not romance, I don't know what
So
is.
she wipes his ass and he takes care of her bloody noses.
Well, you just got to talk about
Right.
when you're going to have kids, what your, roles are. We have them clearly identified. So,
I tell you, I
Yeah.
never talked about poop so much as to when I got a dog. All of a sudden, every conversation was like,
Oh,
did he poop? Was it
yeah.
solid?
Did he poop? Yeah. Did it look normal? Is he sick? Is he not? Is he
Yeah.
feeling okay? He wasn't acting okay.
I don't have what I was getting at before it really took a left turn was like, my own blood doesn't bother me. I'm like, give me shots, cut me open, doesn't bother me. I don't want to see other people's blood.
okay.
I prefer not to, but it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. I mean, I'll blade Sandman style, wrestling reference, Jerry Lynn, but yeah.
you're badass.
other people's blood. I've done it because I'm dumb. All right. Enough of that. Enough of the poop talk. You're welcome, everybody.
Oh.
And the wrestling drops. No, never stop those, please.
Never, brother. Speaking of poop, Indiana, Ludicrous Libation Law. We're going to Indiana because a lot of poop happening there. State law in Indiana requires that places that sell individual drinks also offer soup, sandwiches, milk, coffee, and soft drinks.
What?
Yeah, if you sell individual alcoholic beverages,
Oh,
you also have to offer soup, sandwiches, milk, coffee, and soft drinks.
So do you think a lot of liquor stores there don't do like the single cans and like are bombers
Maybe.
considered individual drinks?
I mean, I consider them an individual drink.
I mean, I would have to share them
What?
personally, but that's strange.
That is strange. Sounds
Yeah.
like a Subway. I mean, that's pretty much what a Subway has nowadays.
Well, yeah,
right?
it just sounds like any place that sells like an individual drink has to be a convenience store.
Yeah.
Yeah, like every place is a bodega now or something.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But
And,
Indiana's also one of those weird places where they don't serve or like you can't buy alcohol on Sundays.
I'm
So
sure
I-
they also
I
do.
guess
it's
this-
Indiana for fuck's sake.
Yeah, so this kind of just sounds like a shitty place.
Maybe that's like a well-rounded
Yeah.
meal in Indiana.
Plus they have
I have a lot of
Gary,
family from
Indiana.
Indiana.
And Gary,
Ugh.
Indiana's the worst.
Yeah, almost as bad as Jerry. Parks and Rec, everybody.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, a little bit. All right. We have some stories to talk about, but first, I think it's time we get to the cherry popping. It's time we make a call to the pen.
He calls to the bullpen for
beer,
This was not done on purpose, but not only is Flex drinking Drekker, so are Erica and I. We are drinking Drekker Brewing Company's Slang Jour Triple Berry Pie. 7.8% has a 4.26 on Untapped and an 88 on Beer Advocate. They say for Triple Berry Pie Slang Jour, we threw a ton or so of strawberry, raspberry, and blackberry into our giant pie pan, then hit it with granola, cinnamon, nutmeg, brown sugar, lactose, and vanilla beans for that perfect pie crust flavor. Then we set it on the windowsill to cool off for a bit. And one of my favorite things is on the can, instead of saying like adjuncts, they say gimmicks, which always makes me think of Stone Cold. Yeah, those gimmicks they call bills in the mail. Anyways, this is Erica's first ever sip of that sweet nectar that is Drekker Brewing.
Oh my.
Let her tell us.
I'm going to write about it in my diary.
I can't wait. Get the little key out. Heart-shaped
Special
key.
day.
How is it?
It is fabulous. It is really nice. Aside from the fact that it looks a little bit like Old Blood, the color is not super.
It is Old Blood, yeah.
It's got tiny bubbles, and I like the mouthfeel. It's not like super chunky like some of those pastries sours. Is not what this is. But yeah, I like it. That's like lots of raspberry up front. That's what I'm getting. When it was cold, I didn't really catch the pie crust piece to it, or like but now that it's warming up, because it's been sitting here for a bit, I can get a little more of that, like vanilla and nutmeg.
Yeah, as I think mine's been sitting for about 25 minutes. On the nose, on the schnauzer, I get more of the pie crust smells and the fruity smells. On the tongue, I do get a lot of that berry, especially the blackberry. And then I really finishes off with all the pie crust ingredients, the granola, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, all that good stuff. The vanilla bean, for all you Aziz fans. I enjoy. I really like. I know the purists out there like these are not beers. Like,
yeah,
all right,
it doesn't taste like beer. Yeah.
We get it. Yeah,
pull the whitey tighties out of your fucking ass and just enjoy a beverage. So that being said,
with it.
Yeah. So that being said, Erica, are you enjoying your first ever Drekker?
It has been a beautiful experience, and I'd like to thank Greg for getting the package to me in time for me to enjoy this as my first year of the New Year podcast.
Yes. It's your
very special time.
Birthday miss, because it took me like 2 months to send out your birthday present.
And that Slang du Jour series is really obnoxious. The last one I had of that was the Blackberry Cobbler. And that was like, it was exactly like drinking blackberry pie, like the blackberry, the nutmeg, the crust, like everything. It was stupid, absolutely stupid, obnoxiously delicious.
All those gimmicks.
Yes. Sign me up for them. Sign me up for them all. Yeah, I don't even fucking care.
Coley sent me a Drekker as well that arrived today. So it's kind of like the New Year beer for me. And it's called Never Have I Ever, which until today, or something like that, I had never had a Drekker. So perfect. Very
I'm
excited.
glad I could be that first. Like I beat Coley by like 3 days.
You did slide in there a little faster. And
slid into those DMs.
Yep. Perfect.
Those would make sense. Beer doesn't go in DMs. Sorry, I've been drinking. All right. Here's
not
one
even a
really,
triple.
Yeah. Not yet. Deb's not here. Here's one that'll piss Flex off quite a bit. The Adult Non-Alcoholic Beverage Association, which is formed by 40 beverage companies and their leadership, have joined forces as the first founding members. Why do we need an association for adult non-alcoholic beverages, and why is it called that?
Yeah, why? Or like Pepsi, Co, and Coca-Cola going to join in on that too, because they're non-alcoholic beverages,
right?
I mean,
towards adults.
Yeah, it's completely stupid and ridiculous and all the above.
Yes.
Might as well put water in there too, right?
I guess. Yeah, I mean,
start marketing water as a non-alcoholic beverage and
adult.
Right. I'm sorry, adult non-alcoholic beverage. I apologize.
Yeah. Next to join the group is LaCroix.
Puke.
Right.
Puke. I enjoy myself some bubbly waters.
I know. Have you had the limoncello?
LaCroix isn't very good. I can
Is there
dabble.
A brand you prefer?
Shoot.
If you say Perrier, I'm gonna.
No, dude, that's crap too. But it's the one they had at Starbucks. I can't remember what the hell it was called. My wife started buying it for a really long time. It has like real fruit juice in it.
Oh, so you're just drinking sparkly juice?
Yeah, because it's better than sparkling water.
So you're a child. Okay.
You're a child.
Your mom's a child.
Give you a straw with it. Okay.
Nah, it's not all juice. It has
Leave his mom alone.
Like 3% juice. It's like a can of Mellow Yellow, you know? It's like 2% real fruit juice in the can of Mellow Yellow.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds like not juice at all.
Flex sitting in a diaper there. It's not juice. It's 2% juice.
Wow.
Mommy, I want.
Some people
Damn,
might say
Erica
my
came
shorts
strong.
are as long as diapers.
I'd be one of those people.
Right. I think you're from a different generation. That's like,
Yeah. Flex
Sexy
making those
flexy
dolphin
time.
shorts look baggy.
Hell yeah. I learned it from my dad.
Sierra Nevada has collaborated with St. George Spirits for Ruthless, a whiskey made from the Ruthless Rye IPA. And it's the first time that Sierra Nevada has transformed beer into any other beverage.
And they've been around
So
for what
beer-
now? Was it like 20 years?
No, like 40.
Sierra Nevada?
wow.
Yeah, in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
They're 80s
Okay.
babies. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's their first beer turned something. In this case, they've distilled it into whiskey, and I am beer for it. I would
Yeah,
like
I
to
mean,
try
if
that.
you're going to distill anything, from beer to like a spirit, like whiskey / bourbon, I would say
Mhm.
definitely the way to go.
Yeah, and it's a rye IPA. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of rye IPAs.
Yum. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Have either of you tried any CBD drinks?
Yes.
That's a big no for me.
Erica, what have you had?
CBD water.
Okay, and that counts.
Just like sparkling CBD water.
Yeah, I've had that. I've also had the I think it's called Hi-Fi Hops from Lagunitas. It's their THC. It's beer without alcohol, but it has THC, so you get kind of high. Members of the U.S. House of Representatives have introduced a new bill aimed at establishing federal standards for CBD food and beverage products. So basically, they're gonna standardize this and probably tax the shit out of it.
So if it's like,
Right.
does it have to be in like a legalized state to be distributed?
Yeah, it definitely has to be in
Okay.
a state that has legalized cannabis use.
Correct.
Yeah, because federally, has it been really accepted? Because it's like by the state, but like the federal government really hasn't so much approved of a lot of that stuff. Is that correct?
Right. Technically, it's
Okay.
still federally illegal. And
Right. So
Depending
here
on
they're
what
coming in
parties
and
and
okay.
depending on what parties in the White House, kind of depends on how much they crack down on it.
It depends on how much they party in the White House. is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Nailed it. More than half. This is an interesting one, and I think Flex will enjoy it. More than half of the 500 retailers that are in Drizzly's annual retailer report said that they will devote more shelf space to the ready-to-drink cocktails as opposed to seltzers in 2022.
Yeah, I mean,
Hallelujah.
I'm definitely here for it. Down with the seltzers. I'm not a huge fan on the ready to drink stuff, but like if I'm going to have a cocktail, I'm going to make myself a cocktail. It's always better that way. And when you get those
Yes.
ready to drink ones, it's salvageable, but it's more like, all right, let me drink this as fast as I can because it really doesn't taste that good.
And they're usually
Right.
too sweet also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
to put
for
it
sure.
on a ton of ice or something to make
Yeah.
it palatable.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And-
if somebody's going to take down seltzers, I'm all for it.
And you guys, let's be honest here. How goddamn easy is it to make an old fashioned?
Well, yeah, I mean, like really anything.
I mean, an old fat, a little salt, or not salt, Jesus Christ, a little sugar, a little orange, and some bourbon. Like, you're good to go. Bitters, bitters. But
Bitters, yes.
I mean, if you have bitters on hand and you have bourbon, all you need is an orange and some sugar. It's so easy.
A
and so
little
much
bit
better
of
to
white
make yourself.
soda to top it off.
If you like it sparkly, yeah.
Yeah.
Old school sans soda.
That's how we do it in
I'm
Wisconsin.
kind of a vodka and anything kind of gal. Just give me the vodka and something.
What's your favorite
You're
to
good.
add to vodka?
Lemonade.
I am a child, so it's going to be like Red Bull.
Hey, that's actually my second choice.
Reminds me of Vegas.
Actually, Diet Rockstar would be like my number one.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, sugar-free Red Bull is the way I go.
right. We're getting up there, so we got to But you remember Sparks? Do you remember Sparks the beer? Did you guys ever drink that? It was like bright orange. And it
I
was
never
like highly
drank it,
energetic.
but I've heard of it. I think
It was our thing.
I think Deb was talking about this a few weeks back.
Was she? Okay.
I think it was either Deb or Brian.
It was amazing. And it was energy, like alcoholic drink, and like it was bright orange. So like all the photos, because I'm just a picture person, I have from then, like Sterling and I would have like orange like mouth and like look like idiots, but we were like, yeah, sparks, yeah,
Sparks. I don't remember it at all.
I think it was like vodka based, or I don't know, but I loved vodka and pretty much anything but soda, Coke.
I love me some summer weddings and some juice. Vodka lemonades for sure.
Vodka lemonade, vodka cranberry. Yeah, like just it's good with anything. It has so many possibilities.
Have you guys had a John Daly?
No. He's that really crazy golfer guy, though, right?
Well, he's the alcoholic golf. You know, Arnold Palmer is half iced tea, half lemonade.
Yeah,
right.
So John Daly is that plus vodka.
Oh, that's
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and let me tell you, on a hot summer day, John Daly is phenomenal. It is so good.
Oh, perfect.
Yes. Dude, we still just called those Arnie Palmers, and because there's actually like some sweet tea flavored vodkas out there. And then you just, you could essentially half that in a glass with lemonade and just get ripped. And it was absolutely wonderful. Nice. Just super delicious. We actually made like a huge, like 3 or 4 gallon pitcher of it when my buddy would come back from college, and we'd like sit out at his parents' pool and just keep dispensing ourselves glasses of these Arnie Palmers and just not even know what happens the next day. You wake up.
Yeah, obviously you had your water wings on. I was like, dude.
Well, it's not so much in the pool as you are laying by the pool.
Right.
And then just getting sloshed.
Yeah, out here on the West Coast, like we don't do the whole sweet tea thing. So it's just like straight up iced tea and lemonade. Because the lemonade adds enough sweetness. To me, I don't need the sweet tea with the lemonade. I got enough sweet from the lemonade.
Yeah.
Yeah, diabetes. And then you add just a shit ton of vodka, and that's your John Daly. And it's not only is it a great summer drink, but I love the name because it's an Arnold Palmer, but John Daly's an alcoholic, so you just add a little vodka.
That is funny as hell for sure.
That's amazing. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so good. Great on a hot day. Good beach sipping.
Oh yeah.
And then finally, Anheuser-Busch and Keurig are going to cease production of DrinkWorks. Have you guys heard of DrinkWorks?
It was a headline that we talked about months ago that they were going to start doing the Keurig brewed cocktails.
Yeah, well, apparently they're already going to stop doing the Keurig brewed cocktails.
I'm assuming that's for the better.
Yeah, how good could they have been?
Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, put vodka in your Keurig and then, like... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know
if
it was
supposed to do this.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like, you brew it and then you add your own booze, or if it had the booze in the K-cup thing. Like, it was so fucking weird. They're already going to stop selling them. In fact, they've already stopped production. I think it was you have until March of 2022 to buy the cups, which if you think about it, is kind of shitty. Like, you bought this product. Let's pretend for a second that you like it. And now you can't buy refills for it. That kind of sucks.
I still don't understand how the idea of this, the concept of it. You know, it's like you're too lazy to pour yourself like a, like we were just talking, like a vodka lemonade or like a vodka cranberry. Instead, you need to like make Kool-Aid cranberry juice in your Keurig and then add vodka to it or something like,
and create all these little
am I going crazy or does this just not make any sense?
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Yeah, for sure. It's just absolutely obnoxious.
Yeah, it does make it. One of my favorite times in Vegas, it was a vodka cran kind of day. And I was with my best friend who's female, and she decided she liked the company of one of the gentlemen that was in this other party that we were near. And so I guess this guy had like recently broken up, and they're on this big Vegas trip to like get him over his breakup. And everyone in this group thought that like they needed to distract me or something so that she'd go hook up with this guy. But little did they know, I don't give a shit. Like, we're not doing it. We're just friends. Like, it's fine. Go. You guys want to go do your thing? Go do your thing. But it worked out great for me. They bought me an insane amount of alcohol, And at one point we're like playing beer pong, like who wants vodka cran? I think I was like 24 at the time. I was like, I do. And so like they came over with a bottle of vodka, a bottle of cran. They're like, all right, look up. And they just were like dumping it. And everyone's like,
gosh.
It's raining vodka cran. Oh, it was such a great day. I was so hammered. And then like the main best friend of the guy was like, hey, why don't we go to the bar? I was like, yeah, all right. He's like, let me buy you a drink. I was like, sure thing, buddy. So he's buying me drinks. And he's like, you want a cigar? And I shit, it's like straight out of a movie. He opens up a metal briefcase. And it was like, would you like a cigar? And I was like, yeah, sure. What the fuck? So I'm like smoking his cigars. He's buying me drinks. And then I guess, they finished doing what activity they were aiming to do. And the guy I was hanging out with gets a text message that says like, all wrapped up here. And he goes, all right. He goes, well, I'm out of here. It's great knowing you. You want one more drink for the road? I was like, sure as fuck do. And so like he bought me one more drink and he just bounced. And like we never heard from them again. And it was great. I met back up with my friend. I was like, how was it? She's like, it was kind of crazy. I was like, that's fantastic. I got a bunch of free drinks. Let's hit the town. I'm hammered.
Yeah, who was the real winner in the situation here?
I like, while I may not have been the person getting laid, I feel like I was still equally winning the day.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, it's almost like that, not like the grenade concept, like your friend's going to get with the chick and you got to hop on the grenade. Right. But instead of a grenade, it was like this guy just bought you drinks and gave you a cigar, and sounds like the best time ever.
Yeah, it was like my best day as a wingman ever. It was fantastic.
It sounds like you totally nailed it.
Yeah, I did. A+ for me.
Like, can we make this an annual thing? Like, same time next year?
Every time you go to Vegas now, you just need like Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone, like just blaring
yeah,
Danger Zone.
All these guys out here that like can't keep it in your pants. Let me tell you, you need a best friend who is an attractive female, because the amount of free alcohol you get is insane. Because every guy that hits on her feels like, oh, I also got to buy off this other guy so he doesn't get mad at me.
Yeah.
She got us so much free drinks. So much. It was the best. Now she's got a kid, so that kind of ruined things.
Oh. Yeah, I would say, that sounds like Vegas is on hold.
Man, the good old days. Like, we would just go out. People would buy her drinks. Like, oh, what about my friend? Like, oh yeah, I'll get him. They didn't want to buy me a drink. What guy wants to buy another guy a drink? Like, where's that leading? Nowhere. But I got free drinks.
Craig's like them. On Tinder for a new girl best friend. I'm just looking to be a wingman. I want to be a wingman, please.
Imagine that guy out there though, like, he's not on the search for like a chick to bone. He's on the search for like a new best guy friend.
Right.
And like he's just out to pamper you.
Yeah, can you imagine my Tinder profile?
Sign me up for that.
Yeah, like my Tinder profile was like happily married, not looking to cheat.
Just want to be best friends.
Yeah, looking for a hot girl that wants to go out.
Yeah,
yeah, it was a lot of good time. And then one time we were in San Francisco and we stumbled our way into a gay bar. I didn't even know it, but then I became the one getting us free drinks. It was a fantastic night. I don't know how we made it back. It was Christmas Eve.
It's because everybody kept looking at your feet, and they were like, "Oh, do you need a drink?"
Well, it's funny. It actually wasn't San Francisco. It was like just outside of San Francisco. I was meeting her up there for Christmas. We're at this bar, and it didn't hit me at first. We're at one bar, and this bar we were at doesn't sell hard alcohol. And she's like, "I want shots. So let's find another one." So just typed in my phone bar. And the first thing that popped up, we walked there, it was a couple blocks away.
What was it called? Like Free Willies?
The upside down stool. No, I don't remember. But
you don't remember the stool, huh?
But we're sitting there drinking, and like a couple guys walk up, and I was like, here we go. They're going to buy her drinks. And they started buying me drinks. Like, hey, can I get you a drink? I was like, sure. And I shit, like I was so drunk and so stupid. Like, it didn't hit me what was happening.
Oh.
And so like I went to the bathroom, like walked away, whatever, we're talking. She's like, they're hitting on you, right? And I was like, no, they're not. Like, you're stupid. She's like, no, we're at a gay bar. I was like, I didn't even know we were at a gay bar.
Oh no.
So then we hung out the rest of the night, and like he kept coming over. And at one point, like once it finally hit me, I told him, I was like, just so you know, like I don't swing that way. And he's like, oh, it's fine. And he like kept buying me drinks. And I was like, all right, man, if you want to keep buying me drinks, I'm not going to say no. I don't know how we got home, but it was a great night. Not sure how much of that story to leave in the show.
No, Leave it all. Don't leave it all. Probably leave it all.
Then I blacked out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So, I think that's everything.
Happy New Year.
So, a very happy New Year to everyone. A hello to Vanessa in Florida.
Hi, Vanessa.
Vanessa.
It's probably like 90 degrees there. Still surprisingly cold in California.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit some music over here. I'm going to say follow Flex on the gram at FlexMeABeer _ in between. You find Erica at Necknosh, all one word, and necknosh.com for all your salty needs. Go get yourself some fucking chocolate dip pretzels. Those are the best. And you find us at craftbeerrepublic.com, at craftbeerrepublic. The number is 805-538-BEER, 2337. I think that's everything. I hope everyone is staying very well hydrated.
And on that note,
Good night, everybody.